I think I fixed it now. My bad. Where's Jenny? Hello. Happy Thursday and welcome. And thank you. Thank you very much for the 5-month resub. Which, of course. Why is this so loud? Holy crap. Let me turn this down. My mic. There we go. I don't know what happened there. Yeah, let me get this, because of course that is an entry into the giveaway. There we go. Got your name wrote down. All right, Jenny. Yeah, welcome in. Caught me off guard there. I'm just getting stuff set up, cleaning brushes that I left in the alcohol.
It's time to take a short break. Stand up, stretch and hydrate.
And I gotta go swap out my alcohol cup quick. Actually, no, I don't. We don't even need that. Or do we? Yes, we do. So I need to go crack on. We can wait. No worries. Thank you again for the resub. I appreciate it. And again, Jenny, that enters you in. Every sub and gifted sub this month officially counts as an entry into the giveaway for one of the candy corns. Let me go ahead and... All right. All right, I will be right back. I just need to dump out this old alcohol. And we got ads. Have they not started yet? My goodness. We're going to go ahead and run ads since Twitch is taking its sweet time. And it still says ad starts. There it goes. Okay. I will see you guys back here in just a few. I'm going to go swap out this alcohol for a fresh cup. Isopropyl. I'm not drinking. It's too early. And I'll see you guys in just a moment. If I don't win, I'll still buy one if you're selling. I haven't decided yet, to be honest. We'll see once they're done. Today we're going to be working on their eyeballs and doing a little bit of sanding. And I'm also going to be using some ultralight to fill in some gaps, but we'll talk about that all here in a moment. Just making sure I got all my stuff ready to go. I'm going to do my best today. You guys forgive me. I'm a little bit off my game here. Not feeling super great today. Stomach feels kind of blah. Yeah, it is what it is, Jenny. I'll be all right. I'm sure I'll be feeling better by the end of the day. It's just one of those things, you know? I think I've been eating a lot of vegetables, very little meat for a while now. And yesterday I treated myself to a club sandwich from a sub shop. and it's got like ham and turkey and bacon, and I think maybe the meat was a little bit much. Not feeling great either, but mentally and
Welcome
stress wise, oh man,
Let's get to it.
yeah, it might be too much meat. My stomach's just not used to it after a bit of a break. All right, our ads done? Ads are done? All right, fantastic. Guys, welcome in. Happy Thursday. I hope the week's been treating you well, and if not, well, I hope we can brighten it a little bit today and have some fun hanging out, doing a little bit of work on our candy corn monsters. Get this wolf some cucumber stat. I do have some cucumbers in the fridge. I hope they're still good. Hopefully. Might have to make myself a cucumber sandwich later. Some cream cheese. That's good stuff. But yeah, welcome in, guys. Let's see. It's been since Tuesday. Yesterday I took the day off. I don't typically stream on Wednesdays, sometimes, but not often. But yesterday I wanted to take some time. My grandfather recently went into assisted living, and I had not had an opportunity to go visit yet. In fact, I did. Last week I was going to, but I couldn't get a hold of him in advance, so it didn't work out. But I finally got to go see him. It was a nice visit. Nice place. Apparently they're taking good care of him, feeding him well, and I think he's really enjoying the activities, which is good. Living on his own after my after my grandmother passed, you could just tell, he was lonely, and I imagine so. So it's nice that he's got stuff to keep him occupied and folks that he can hang out with, and I don't have to feel bad about having a life that I need to take care of, and I can't be visiting as much as I'd like to. You know what I mean? So yeah, it was a nice visit, and ran some errands, all that. Yeah. They're doing all kinds of stuff. They do like little activities daily there, and then like every couple weeks or so, they take a trip somewhere. So that's pretty cool. In fact, his first day, he got to go out on a pontoon boat. They took a trip out to a local lake and went on a pontoon boat. So, so he had fun. Let's see. Playlist. What are we doing today? 80s or classic rock summer? What do we think? What are we feeling today? And of course, if you're watching the VOD, feel free to put whatever music you so choose. Kick back, relax, enjoy. He'll be sending you away before you know it because you're interrupting bingo. Yeah, I felt like he was dropping hints yesterday about an upcoming event. I was like, well, I better get moving. I'm hungry anyway. I need to go get some food. But yeah, you guys let me know if you guys have a preference. We'll throw 80s or the classic rock summer playlist on. No 90s today. We did enough of that with Oblina. Need a break from the 90s playlist. We had a bit of a rock day on Tuesday, right? What do you think? Why don't we go with the classic rock summer? That's been a pretty good playlist. We'll shuffle it. There we go. See, starting off strong. It's raining cats and dogs. Oh man, we got a nice day and it's like cooled off. In fact, tonight it's supposed to get a low of 49 Fahrenheit. It's feeling like fall, and I like it. Couple quick announcements too, by the way. Let me just do this. First of all, I need to make sure this is right. So let's give it a test. Oh, well, it helps if there's not 2 exclamation points, huh? There we go. Have a chance to win the month of September. Yep, looks right. Okay. And that link will take you to the post in Discord, actually. So, Like, the deal was, if we hit 30 subscriber goal by the end of September and unlock a couple additional emote slots, we'll be giving away, shipping is covered, by the way, but we'll be giving away one of the candy corns. And last stream, the first stream since we decided to do the contest, Designed by Joe and Orange Dan came in starting off the stream on Tuesday, gifting subs. Let's see. Designed by Joe gifted 10. Orange Dan gifted 2. That put us over the mark and officially launched the giveaway. So, from any subs or resubs or gifted subs between September 1st and September 30th, each count as one entry. The gifted subs, of course, the entries count for the gifter. And then during the first week of October, I'll announce an official date once we get a little bit closer to that time frame. What I'll do is we'll make a sheet and I'll have everybody's name on there once per entry. We'll print that out on stream. I'll cut those pieces out, each name. We'll put them into a hat or a container or something, shake it up real good. I'll be pulling one out. Whatever name I pull out wins. They have 72 hours to claim. Otherwise, we draw another name. All right. So that is the contest. It is officially going. Thank you guys so much for the support. We are at 34 subscribers on the channel. If we get 6 more, that's an additional 2 emote slots. So I updated the goal because why not? You know, I just care about emote slots. I want all of them. But yeah, welcome in. Hugh, welcome in, sir. Good to see you. Happy Thursday. I got these guys baked, so we got a hard shell to work with here. We're going to sand these down a little bit, but first, we're going to be working on some eyeballs so I can get them in the oven, and then we'll come back and do some sanding while those are in the oven. I'm also going to be taking some ultralight. This will be like towards the end of the stream once we got our eyeballs back. We'll be taking some ultralight and filling in these cavities and shaping to fit the purposes, you know, just to get a shape in there and to fill in some of the extra space. And then the same with the eyes. We'll fit the eyes into the ultralight, okay? We're going to be putting more clay on top of this, which is why we're sanding it down. I did a pretty good job smoothing it. I didn't go overboard because I knew I was going to sand it, and ultimately it doesn't matter too much, but we do want a nice, relatively smooth surface because I'm going to be going in at the end and laying strips and then kind of beveling out the gaps between, so we get some of that bevel that you see on candy corn, right? So that is the plan. This guy, of course, is going to be a Cyclops. This one's going to be, he's going to have like black, beady eyes and fangs, kind of a menacing grin. And this one's going to be shocked, kind of aghast, I suppose. So that is the plan. What is all over this? Thanks for popping into Science earlier. You should raid out to them, get some follows. Yeah, we'll see, man. I try to raid where people need views, you know. I don't typically raid big channels, because big channels don't ever raid me, so. All right. But you know what I mean, man. I try to share the love with folks that could use it. All right. We're going to need some more clay. Also, you know, it's one of those things too, Hugh. I don't really want people to follow my channel unless they're going to watch it. You know what I mean? The Jerboa video is a good example of that. We got a shitload of follows after that went crazy on Reddit. You know what I mean? I've seen like maybe a couple of those people return. And then I've watched as we lose follows daily.
Go to camera 2.
Oh, we'll get there. I'm just opening stuff right now.
Go to 4.
I'm just getting Clay open right now. But yeah, I've been watching like the follows fluctuate up and down on a daily basis as a result of all of that. You know what I mean? If I can open this thing even. I'll switch over to this one. I'm just opening Clay. Maybe. I'm trying to open Clay. Trying to. Also trying to stab myself, apparently. They usually promote the people that raid them, which is why I suggested it. Help promote your channel a bit. Yeah. A lot of big channels don't, you know. And I don't blame them. You know what I mean? I really don't. I understand. Like, I like to, like, when we have time, when we get a raid, like, take a minute and see what everybody's been up to. But it really does kind of steamroll progress when you have to stop and do that all the time. And when you're scatterbrained and get sidetracked all the time, like myself, that is not good. All right, let's see. Gorgeous fox. Core, what's up, man? That's a lovely fox, right? Look at that fox. That's a fresh out of the box fox right there. Oh, yes. Announcements. Ablina's showcase video is scheduled for noon Eastern. It'll be going live on the Feral Moon Designs YouTube channel. I filmed it and edited it, the whole thing yesterday. It is done. Yesterday was a busy day. When I got home from errands and visiting my grandfather, I stripped down my work table and got it into showcase video mode. I just take everything off of this, and I got black fabric that I put across, and then I have a tripod with an extension arm on it that I use to hang a backdrop. So one of these days, I hope to have like a dedicated space to do my my showcase stuff, because setup and teardown is kind of a majority of the time it takes to do that right now. Not the majority, but it's definitely a part of the process, a big part, a discouraging part nonetheless. But yeah, I got it all done yesterday, and showcase videos on the way. Edited, yeah. Edited. I need to get to the store also. I have exactly two grits of sandpaper. Yeah, that's it. Mostly just use this one. This one's good enough most of the time, but we'll see. All right, gonna stand up here for a moment. Just need to run these through. And then we got eyeballs. That's for our Cyclops. I think that'll be nice with the orange and the yellow. And then for our shocked, aghast little fellow, I got these. I had a company reach out with a job role, but they want me to do an art test, which would take an entire day, then 2 interviews, only after which I would find out the pay. Well, that's a lot of hoops to jump through when you don't even know what they're offering, isn't it? I feel like, I don't know, man. Like, why are you going to hide the pay rate and then make somebody jump through hoops unless the pay rate's not all that great? You know what I mean? Like, you would think that, like, hey, you got some hoops to jump through, but don't worry, because this, if you qualify, this is what you're looking at. That would be the better approach, I would think, right? Got to be careful anymore, man. It's a sad state. It really is. You don't know any, you don't know who you can trust anymore. And there's so many scams out there. Like to this day, I really question why I own a cell phone beyond, just communicating back and forth with Menchie and occasionally my grandfather and a friend of mine that lives here locally. The only time my phone goes off otherwise is stuff that I can access on my computer or spam and scams, Why am I paying so much money a month for this? Who will have the rights to the art you produce? Yeah, that's another good question. Wages are already really bad here to start with, but they probably just looking to lowball me. Yeah, I mean, it's up to you, man. Like, I guess at the end of the day, it doesn't hurt to find out. You're losing on time, I suppose, but obviously if they were asking for money up front or for some kind of crazy reason, that'd be a clear indicator to steer clear, but unless you have to pay for those tests or whatever you said, then that's a different story. Seems the right way, and they disclose pay up front. They could be trying to get free art. Yeah, I mean, it's not a submission to them, is it? Like, it's just because you send somebody your portfolio doesn't give them permission to use it. All right. We're gonna use foil for the Cyclops eye for sure. And now I can sit back down. Okay. Yeah, that's a tricky one, Hugh. That is a tricky one. They're testing them, so this art will be to their requirements. Not worth it. I did ask if they could provide a range at least. My thing too is like when it comes to my art, art to me has always been something I've done for me. Um, I don't know that I would be happy, working at the whims and demands of some corporation when it comes to my artwork. I actually had that conversation recently with my therapist, talking about the sculpting stuff and how it's nice to be doing something parallel to, as a kid, I wanted to work on creature effects and special effects for film and stuff like that. And, my therapist flat out asked me, but like, if you got that opportunity, would you be happy? And, I don't know. I don't, if I went that route, I'd have to go the route of some studios that I'm familiar with that flat out left Hollywood and open a special effects shop elsewhere in the US, away from Hollywood and California, because they didn't want to be surrounded by all of the nonsense. And I get that, They want to see my technical ability, which I understand, but an entire day of my time without disclosing pay up front just rubs me wrong. Yeah, I totally understand that. I don't think I don't think that's unreasonable. That's even a portion of my day. I want to know, well, what's in it for me. You know what I mean? If you're asking for that much time from me, then we need to chat. I'm not too fond of wasting my time. And if they did waste my time, oh boy, would not would not be leaving that office in a cordial manner. Oh, that's not the right one. Yeah, exactly. Exactly. I'm already dreading tomorrow. I got to make a drive first thing in the morning. I'm not a morning person. Oh shit. Jenny scared me for a second. You said, "Hey bots, I didn't see bots to beasts above you," and I'm like, "Oh, is there a bot in the chat?" We don't see that around here much, Knock on wood. Bots to beasts, welcome in. Just dropped some of my creature candies from last year in your Discord. If you want to check out later, nice man. Yeah, we're working on getting these eyeballs and some gap filling today. And some sanding on our first layer shell here. And then we got a ghost. Gimme candy corns. Oh my god, dude, that made me think. Hugh, you know, Minchie and I've we've been kind of taking a break, but we play Fallout 76. The one day recently that we were playing, my character got stuck in a pose for some reason on her screen, where he was just walking around with his arms up, and it was just like I started walking around saying, "I'm Cornholio." Minchie was losing it. Made them with cosplate. Nice, man. I'm just making a core for our larger eyeball here, because obviously I don't want a big old chunk of clay. Gonna lurk for a while, Jenny? Alrighty. Just gonna be sitting here compacting foil for a few. I'm also gonna have to fix my fan here in a moment. It's pointing the wrong way. Okay. I suppose we should probably put a little bit of polymer, liquid polymer clay on here. Gonna try to make it as a productive stream today as possible. We should be able to get ourselves established to a point where we'll have things ready to go for the next stream to really like start working on facial detail. That's the plan. That's what I'm hoping for. My biggest worry right now is that this might be a little bit too big. Like, I want it to protrude a little bit, but I feel like that's a bit too much. Yeah. Yeah, that's a bit much. So here's what we're going to do. I'm going to take this clay off here real quick. Not a big deal. And then I'm going to take my utility scissors and try to just kind of shave off some of the back of this real quick. At the very least, we can get a crease that hopefully we can okay. Might be easier just making a new foil ball, you know what I mean? Oh, there we go. We have succeeded. Look at that corpse. See? No need for a new ball. We made it. All right, that should be at least enough of a core that we're not, you know, using up a bunch of clay. No new balls were made this day. Nope. Old balls were salvaged. Praise be to old balls. Made some resin moose head crocs today. Moose head crocs. Resin moose head crocs. Gotta cure them yet though. But I figured I'd put a bunch of duck heads on too while I had the resin out. Nice. Croc charms? Nice. Yeah, that's much better. And then yeah, that's much better. Okay. I'm just going to shave off the overlap. I am going to put a little bit of liquid polymer here. All right, you sit there for a second. I was very tempted to dig out my white Sculpey for this, so it's less painting, or at least, you know, a little less painting. It's easier to go put white on white, but, I figured I'd keep it with the cos clay. I do need to order though. On my next clay order, I might see about some small blocks of colored cos clay. Just to kind of make some things a little bit easier. Not that I would ever use strictly just colored clay, but it can help make the painting process a bit easier. You know, you're essentially almost like just touching up an area, like eyeballs, for instance, instead of having to like actually get full coverage with your white paint. We'll shape this, obviously, but I just want to get a little bit of coverage up over the edge of the eyeball. And the other ones are going to be simple. Probably not even using any foil. Maybe for the black beady eyes, because they'll be a little bit bigger. But for the other one that's using the glass eyes, we'll just use clay for those. They'll be small enough. And then once we're done with these, once we got these ready to go, I'm going to throw them in the oven. And then we're going to start doing some sanding. Yay! It doesn't have to be perfectly smooth. I basically just want to make sure that we're not working on this surface, on these. We're not working over top any large bumps and grooves because we're going to be laying clay on top of it. And I don't want that to take the shape and have lumps from the lumps underneath, you know? Yay, sanding. Yeah, so much fun, isn't it? Basically just kind of rolling it around to get more of a ball shape here, and then we'll clean it up. And then this one will be ready to go. Sorry, I went into focus mode here and just... One of the most important parts of this right here is just making sure we have a nice clean edge around the pupil, iris, whatever. Maybe one of these days I'll use the process that I used on the Mushroom King. That was completely... those eyeballs I made. Basically what I did was I got my eyeball shape, you know, with a bit of a bevel here. And then I went in with a colored clay. First of all, where the pupil is, kind of take like a ball stylus and create yourself a nice little divot pocket there. And then around that, up to your bevel edge, I roll out some clay, whatever color I want the iris to be. And surround that pupil hole, and then just press it in up to the bevel. And then take another snake, a real tiny snake of like a lighter shade of that, or a white mixed with that color to lighten it up, and lay that over top, and then just kind of work it in lines, and then fill in the pupil hole with some black clay and put a cabochon on top. Or you can do UV resin. And I think that's what I did with the Mushroom King. I think I put UV resin in there. I'm pulling some of the excess, like these big areas where there's a lot of overlap. I'm getting rid of some of the excess so we're not just sitting here pushing it around. We'll be here all day if we do that. So just kind of scooping it away and then go back and push it towards the edges and smooth it, and then continue to shape it as needed. Thank you all so much for being here. I just looked over, holy crap. I didn't realize we had so many folks hanging out here today. Everybody, yep. I'd love to get a weekend stream in this weekend, but I don't know that it's going to be possible. I know tomorrow is not, like we discussed. Got a busy day ahead of me tomorrow. And then Saturday, because tomorrow is not going to be an option, Saturday, we're going to go see Beetlejuice. At least that's the plan. We're getting there. I just want to make sure it's a nice clean seam here because it's going to be such a prominent focal point. Wouldn't mind seeing Beetlejuice myself. Yeah, it should be a fun time. I'm not expecting like a masterpiece of cinema, you know. Just going in looking for something fun to watch, and it seems like that's definitely that. I've been noticing that a lot when it comes to the criticism of media lately. It seems like whether it's games or movies, we don't like everything has to live up to a bar of perfection. Otherwise, it's either perfect or it's garbage, and that's weird. Because there's very much room for movies and games that are just fun to play, man. You know, they don't have to be a masterpiece of industry. Nostalgia? Yeah. It's been long enough for me since I've seen the original, though. I should probably rewatch it again. Yeah, it kind of crept up on me because I was thinking it was coming out next weekend. And then I saw a couple reviews in my feed on YouTube. I'm like, wait, what? Yep, it's this weekend. And then what is today, the 5th? So in about a month from yesterday, we got Joker 2. I don't know how I'm going in with that one. I really enjoyed the first one. But this one, I don't know. We'll see. I'm not super huge Lady Gaga fan. And nothing against her. It's just not a big fan myself. And we were watching American Horror Story, and we were enjoying it up until the season where she started showing up. And so there's a little bit of that there. Quite put off by Joker. I'm sure it'll be fine, but not too keen from seeing the trailer. I'm curious, like, I don't know. They changed Harley Quinn's backstory, right? She's an inmate at Arkham instead of a psychiatrist. And then like there was all that talk about it being a musical. What? What? Like I'm not a musical hater or anything. I like my fair share of musicals, but I'm not a fan when we make things into musicals for the sake of making things into musicals, you know? Like back when the CW DC shows, right? I thought it was always funny that Stephen Amell from Green Arrow was always like, the day that they try to say that I have to do a musical episode is the day that I quit. Um, because like The Flash and Supergirl were doing musical episodes. Now, admittedly, the Flash one worked because the villain of the week, like it fit his shtick. But yeah, I think that's a good enough eyeball. Eyeball. I can say words. I think that one will suffice. Keep up the good work on that, Fox. Need to leave a lurk and go eat. Check back in a bit if you're still around. All right, Corpse. Hey, enjoy your food, man. And thanks for swinging through. If I don't see you again, we are gonna move on to some glass eyeless eyes. And I think for these ones, we will use a little bit of a foil core just because it will be a little bit bigger. This isn't a big deal, though. We're just going to have a...
It's time to take a short break. Stand up, stretch and hydrate.
Already there already. Wow. Okay. Yeah, we're just going to do... First of all, this will help get some scale here, too. So... We'll get this one, check the scale, and then we'll switch over to break screen. I'm going to grab a snack real quick. See if that'll help my stomach calm down. I did eat before stream, but like I said, been eating from primarily non-meat for a little bit, or very little meat. And then yesterday I treated myself to a club sandwich from a sub shop here. Delicious. Don't get me wrong. But I think all the meat, you know, the ham, turkey, the bacon, I think it was just a bit much. Work is killing me. I need to find a new job. Yeah, sorry to hear that, bots. That's always a rough position to be in. Being out of place because you have to, not because you want to be, is never fun, is it? Perfect. Perfect. So we need to duplicate that, cover them with clay. Wait, that's not the right one. I want this one. Yeah. But we will want the same size then for the other one. That's perfect. This will be here and here. This one will be a little bit closer together. Okay. All right, so now we know we've got that ready for after break. We can come back and get back to work on those. We'll brush all of these down before they go in the oven. The back of this one doesn't matter, but we definitely want the front and the front and the sides to be smooth and round. That's pretty good. I think we're in a pretty good spot there. So, all right, what are we looking at? Ad starting soon. Guys, thank you so much for being here. We are going to take a 3-minute ad break at the behest of Twitch and Jeff Bezos. So, yeah, sit tight for that. It's a great opportunity to grab a drink, grab a snack, stand up, stretch, all that good stuff. I'm going to do the same. And when we continue after the break, we'll get back to work on some eyeballs. Just a quick little thing here in the chat. You can check out the main YouTube channel, Feral Moon Designs, where you can see all my projects in the form of condensed time lapses and showcase videos. We have a new one going live noon Eastern time on Saturday. So be sure to check that out with our Oblina sculpt and the Sculpting 90s Nicktoons series. You can also find a link to the Discord, best place for all the latest updates on the channel, the stream, any and all of that good stuff. You can share your artwork with us. We love to see it. And yeah, hope to see you there. But guys, I'm going to throw the break screen up. I'm going to go grab a snack, and I'll see you guys in 3 minutes. When the heck did hmm. I have some new things coming tomorrow. Hooray. New paintbrushes.
Welcome back. Let's get to it.
Welcome back. Give me a second, just finishing up my snack here. Lots to beast. I didn't see your messages, dude. I'm so sorry. All the preservatives and nitrates. Oh, yeah. I don't eat a lot of lunch meat or anything like that. Sodium, I don't get a lot of sodium, so the sodium in it isn't a huge factor, you know? I have very little salt when I can help it. But yeah, lunch meat's not great for you. Most food isn't, let's be honest. All right, let's hop back over here. There was an article yesterday that I saw. They found 60% of baby food on the shelves in the U.S. is not healthy. Awesome job, guys. What? Just gotta press this thing into a ball here, and then we'll start adding clay. We'll get these eyeballs finished so we can get them in the oven. And none of them should take nearly as much time as the big one. Of course, on the other two, we'll still be dealing with glass eyes. We'll have to clean around and stuff, but shouldn't be too bad. Well, number one, we won't be using a foil core with those because they're small enough. We don't need to. And then just obviously smaller surface area on the glass eyes. So. But yeah, bots, if you're still there, dude, sorry I missed your messages earlier. It just kind of got blended in on my tablet. I didn't see it amongst the bot. All right, there's one. Why does that one seem bigger? Do we have too much clay? Let's remove some clay. Hopefully the foil balls, it looked about the same size, didn't it? I thought it was. Might just be the clay. Yeah, I think it's just the clay. Get this smooth and then we'll be good there. Close enough. Don't making a ball on top of foil is always, I find, a bit of a challenge. It's definitely much easier when there's not a core underneath it, you know? Have you tried wooden beads? I have not. No, that's a good idea. I do have, for whenever, if I ever get around to doing a Mr. Handy sculpt from Fallout, I have a wooden ball for that specific purpose. But I never really thought about using wooden beads for eyes. But then again, I don't normally make eyes that I need a core in, you know? So that's probably partly to do with it. It just doesn't cross my mind because it's not something I deal with regularly. Typically, I'm only making like a half a ball, you know? But for these guys, we've got the space to make a proper eyeball and socket it. So that's what we're going to do with those. Cheap and come in different sizes and shapes. Nice. And yeah, bots, like I was saying earlier too, I missed your messages there. They got kind of lost in my tablet between the bot and stuff, and I just didn't notice them. I apologize. But yeah, lunch meat's not good. But I don't eat it a lot. Just one of those things. In fact, I rarely ever have lunch meat anymore. Basically, when I get that sandwich, which is seldom. Here after this, I do need to make sure my phone's handy. I think I left it on the other side of my desk. And she took the opportunity today to go on that hike she had planned last week, but couldn't leave the house because we woke up to find that they were repaving our road with no prior warning. So she's taken the opportunity to do so today. When I was younger, I ate everything and couldn't keep weight. Couldn't keep weight on. Metabolism is high, and I also worked a lot of physically intensive jobs. Yeah, I have a high metabolism. I metabolize. It's crazy. It's slowed down some, as I've gotten older, but it's definitely still high. I would argue now it's finally at like a normal rate when it should be even lower for my age. I'm 52 and have a sedentary job, working 50 plus hours a week at home in a chair by a desk. Have to watch what I eat more. Oh yeah. That definitely makes a world of difference, doesn't it? And crazy things too, like just simple things. Cut out soda out of your diet, you'll notice a substantial change with just that. If you cut out alcohol, especially beer or anything high in carbs, you'll notice a substantial difference just doing that. It's pretty wild. But yeah, it's kind of crazy, like just a change of job or daily activity or daily routine. Suddenly you have to like modify how you did everything before. I don't bring sodas. I rarely drink. 6-pack of beer in the fridge will last literally months. Yeah. I don't ever drink anymore, really. I couldn't tell you the last time I did. I like a good beer and I like a nice whiskey, but I don't like the way it makes me feel mostly. And that's why I just don't drink. Which is probably a good thing because I'm a depressive and alcohol is a depressant. I don't need any more of that shit. you know? Can't spell today. I'm a terrible typist. Hey, no worries, bots. No worries. I have plenty of those days myself. Hell, last night, I noticed the giveaway message on the bot was like completely borked. The way I typed it, I added extra things. I just was doing too many things at once at the time, I guess. Okay, we're gonna brush these guys. I'll just use my paint tray to carry everything. Okay. Give this guy a little brush. Give me just a second, bots. I'll get your message here. Let me get these two brushed. I suppose it's not too big of a deal if there's like, in these ones, if there's a couple little defects, I can sand them out. It's not a huge issue. Okay, we got 5 eyeballs. 5 eyeballs ready to go. All right, I'll go into the garage once in a while and work on the Jeep or the motorcycle once a week, 1 week, and drop 15 pounds. Or if I work on stuff around the house or even just get up and walk around. This week I'm hitting the rower again and treadmill every day. Yeah, we got a treadmill too. I need to get back into a routine with that. Need to drop at least 50. I don't need to. My problem is like putting on weight and keeping it has been my biggest thing. But yeah, I need to get back to the treadmill. My problem is my knees. Dumbbells too. Every little bit burns it away. Yep. Minchie got me a set of those Selecta weight dumbbells. Those have been pretty nice. You do you? Oh no, it's fine, man. Just want to make sure I get to the chat messages. I am gonna step away for a moment. We're gonna go throw these in the oven. I'm gonna do a little one of these. Just want to get the bulk of that clay residue off there. Okay. I'm gonna take my phone so I can set an alarm on my phone. Give me 1 second. I'm gonna put the brake screen up. I'm gonna go get these guys in the oven, and then when I get back, we're gonna start doing some sanding on these guys. And yeah, I'll see you guys in just a moment. Okay. I'm gonna go ahead, get this clay put away. Then we're gonna start sanding on these while the eyeballs are in the oven. And then once the eyeballs are done and cooled a little bit, we're gonna fill in with ultralight the mouth and eye holes. Again, these don't need to be perfectly smooth. I just want to get a bit of a smooth grade on them. Because we're going to be putting strips over top and I don't want them kind of forming to the shape underneath, you know? See, it's already taken down some of those wavy spots. We did obviously some smoothing and such before I baked these, but it's a pretty big surface. And considering it doesn't ultimately matter too much, I wasn't going to spend days smoothing it, you know. Just like we don't have to sit here and sand it to it till it's a perfectly smooth surface, but just to make sure there's not large like grooves where when we lay shave, you know, clay over top, it's not like getting grooves in it. Well, I think we lost everybody. Clay looks like felt on camera. Yeah, it gets a little bit of a fuzzy look to it when you sand it down. This one's probably the best of the three as far as the smoothing goes. We got a weird spot right here. Might just have to fill in a little bit of clay when we go back over it. Right through here. A little bit of shape correction. But that's fine. That's part of the blend, so not a big deal. Eh. Boy, it makes them slippery, that's for sure. Between my gloves and the... How's this one? A lot of bumps right in here. Not too terrible, though. I think this is the one... Is this Cyclops? I think I did... No, I think it was that one I did off stream. As you remember on Tuesday, we got clay on all three. But I only really did any smoothing on 2 of them. Tuesday night I finished up the 3rd. You know, I never noticed. Was this song just talking trash about Neil Young? Because if so, I never really picked up on that. All right. Let's see. It's coming along. Gotta do the fronts and stuff a little bit too, but I just wanted to get all 3 of the backs since they're the biggest areas. I clean up this mess that I'm making here. But other than that, it's probably going to be a record short stream here today. Might just save the ultralight or do it off stream. We'll see. Because I don't think those eyeballs are going to be ready. And I don't want to sit here twiddling my thumbs until they are. All right, I'm done with sandpaper for now. I think that's good enough. Got down all the major bevels and bumps. Again, it doesn't need to be completely smooth. We just don't want any large recesses or bumps that are going to make the external clay when we put that on take any of that shape. And then I think after we clean up, I think I might just call it. Probably no raid. We'll just call it a day. Hope you feel better soonest. Thanks. Thanks, Jenny. And thank you for being here. I appreciate it. I know my chat doesn't seem to be as fun as others, but you know, I don't have any control over that. All I can do is what I'm here doing. All right. I think that cleans up my gloves. Oh my goodness. I can see dust on my phone. I'm worried to look at my computer. That's not bad. All right, good. I'll tell Menchie. Tell Menchie what? All right, let's see. Let's hop over here. So once the eyes are baked, we'll come back in on the next stream and we'll start filling in these voids with some ultralight and get our eye placement sorted out. And then from there we can start, you know, sculpting around the mouth and the eyes and all of that. They look like shit now. I'm fully aware of that, guys, but You remember how ridiculous the jerboa looked in the beginning too, right? It's all part of the process. We'll get there. Sorry, I'm not as fun as others. Well, I mean, it's true. It is true. All right. Well, let's see. Unless I can sneak a stream in over the weekend. Jeb looked glorious throughout. Nah, he looked ridiculous in the beginning. He looked ridiculous in the beginning, and that's fine. Everything looks ridiculous in the beginning. Always. And if it doesn't, I don't know. That's probably doing something wrong. That's kind of the rule. Everything is hell is definitely a phase. That's where everything starts. But and that's where we're at right now on these guys, of course, but we'll get through it. I'm not worried about them. It's just I can't wait to get into the fun stuff, you know. But on the next stream we definitely will be well on course to be doing some fun stuff. So baby photos, yeah, that's fair. Yeah. That's the Jeb's baby photos. Well, guys, I appreciate it. Short stream, I know. But we got those eyeballs done. We got the sanding done, and we're ready for the next step once the eyes are done. And as it stands right now, like I'm done sanding. We've got another 10 minutes until the eyeballs are done in the oven, and probably another 20 to 30 before they're cool enough to work on. So, you know what I mean? I don't have enough to stretch that amount of time, and chat is quiet, so it's not like I can even hang out and chat. So we'll just plan on Monday unless I can sneak a weekend stream in, but I just don't see it happening. I gotta mow this weekend. I gotta take the rat to the vet. We're gonna go see a movie. Lots of stuff going on. So, but anyway, you guys take care. Jenny, thank you again for the 5-month resub. I very much appreciate it. I got your name down. You'll have an entry in the drawing when that time comes, and I certainly appreciate the support. So, everybody that was here and passed through, thank you so much. Lurkers, thank you as well. I appreciate it. We're not going to raid today. There's 5 of us here. I'm not raiding. So, guys, thank you so much. Have a great rest of your day. If I don't see you throughout the weekend, have a wonderful weekend. And if I don't see you beforehand, then we'll plan on Monday for the next stream. And until then, have a great weekend. Take care. Have fun. And I'll see you soon. Bye, guys.